I worked in that business from 20. I started when I was, just out of college in 1920 when I went full time, and I didn't finish college. I went for 2 years and then realized that I could make a living doing what I love till, I came over here when I was 49 years old. So I had, 3 decades of incredible times, and my 20s are different than the 20s that are out there right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it sounds like a great time to be in an infant industry.
But yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
because I'm guessing right around those times is when, as you were a kid and growing up, there, in the late 60s and 70s and into the 80s, you're talking about um, a turkey populations that probably didn't exist in certain places at that time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even here in my home state, I remember, I couldn't hunt till I was 12, which was 1982, and I remember hunting the same turkey all season with my dad because it was the only turkey that was gobbling that we found that we could hunt in the places that we had. And, either shot that turkey or you messed him up so bad that he went silent and you didn't hear one the rest of the season. To
Yeah.
today, we're even though the populations are, probably not as good as they were 10 years ago, like you said, in a lot of places. People have gotten way more information today. They're better turkey hunters. Everybody can call. You got great looking decoys, like you talked about Montana. You can put one of them out. Blinds, better ammunition. Everything's better for the turkey hunter. We've gotten better at getting turkeys into gun range or bow range. And, we're living in the best times. And like you said, there were many days you spent and didn't hear a turkey gobble or didn't see a turkey or, you hunted a ghost for a long time. We're living in the best days of conservation that I've seen in my 50 plus years of life for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll tell you this. I was spoiled when I started turkey hunting in the late 90s and early 2000s. And I can just remember stepping out into the woods, and I didn't even have to call. Some random owl would throw a hoot out, and it was just a chain of
Yeah.
gobbles all the way down the river bottom until you could just barely hear them. It was a chain reaction. Um, and so I can just remember those were the best days. I
Yeah.
think those were the best days for several reasons. Um, and now I have a different version of what the best days are because now I get to take my kids with me and
Absolutely.
that kind of stuff.